Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kayla, in case you didn't know or you're new to my channel, and I make videos about books and goats and homeschool and stuff like that. But I have recently decided to challenge myself a little bit. It's a much needed challenge, but I have decided to challenge myself to read only my own books for the next month, minimum. So I think today is February 9th. That means I will try not, no trying, I'm going to do this. I will not buy any more books or check out any more books from the library for myself. I need to read some of these books that I own. I want to get them read. It bugs me that they sit there and they mock me, and I want to read them, but then I end up going to the library and getting a couple books, and I always prioritize library books because I don't get to keep them. I mean, which makes complete sense, but I really want to read some of my own books. So I'm just going to show you some of the ones that have been staring at me, some of them for probably a year now. They've been staring at me for my shelves waiting to be read, and I have been, pushing them to the side, and I'm done with that. But first, I'm going to show you the last library book I am working on and I'm going to finish before I stop getting library books and buying books. And that is The Heart-Shaped Box. I am currently reading this. This is by Joe Hill. This is my current read. It's what I'm going through right now, and I will talk about this more. I am going to talk about this book. I'm going to talk about this more in another video, but this is what I'm currently reading, and it's my last library book. I've determined it's going to be my last library book before I start this challenge. Now, some of the books that have been staring at me from my shelf for quite a while. I think this one is probably the oldest one, or the one I've owned the longest and haven't read, and that is Cuckoo by Nick Davies. And to be honest, I bought this book, I got excited and I bought it, and now I can't even remember what it was about. I think it's a nonfiction about birds. I'm not sure. I don't even know, and that's pretty shameful. Let's see. The next one is another pretty old one that's been sitting on my shelf, and that's Mother of Pearl by Melinda Haynes. And now I'm trying to remember why I bought this book. See, I don't even remember what some of these are about, but I knew that I wanted to read them when I got them. Let's see. Okay, the back of the book doesn't have a synopsis on it, so I'm not sure what it's about, but I wanted to read it, so I should at least give it a chance. It's just glowing reviews on the back. It's that type of back of a book, so I don't even know what it's about, but I need to read it, or I need to give it a shot because I spent money on it. The next one is Middlesex by Jeffrey Eugenides, maybe? And I think this one is about a girl named Calliope, let's see, who is not like other girls, and then she turns from Callie into Cowl, is what it says. I don't know, it sounded really intriguing when I got it, and I picked it up for a reason, and I want to read it, so I need to do that. The next one is The Snow Child by is it Yowen? I know it's not pronounced the way it's spelled. I know that. Awen maybe? Ivy. And I remember this one is about some Alaskan homesteaders. I believe it's Alaska, yeah. Who can't have a child or can't have children, and they end up having a snow child. So like I think they made they made a snow child, like a little snowman that turns into a real child. I don't know. It sounded really cool though. And it's another one that I think I picked it up and I started reading it, and then I was like, oh, my library books are due in the next week. I can read that later. So that's how that happens. Let's see. The next one is Kindred by Octavia Butler. I picked this up because of the glowing booktube reviews on it, and I really, really want to read it, but now that I own it, because my library didn't have it, so I feel like this was a pretty justified buy. My library didn't have it, so I bought it because I really, really wanted to read it, and now that I own it, I feel like I can just get to it whenever instead of make it a priority, and I want to make my books a priority. Let's see, the next two are ones I showed in my Christmas haul, and that is God, A Human History by Reza Aslan. It's like a study behind why, it's nonfiction, it's about why people want or have a driving need to be spiritual, have gods or goddesses or whatever. I need to read that. And then my other Christmas gift, The Girls Who Went Away by Ann Fessler, and it's about women who surrendered children for adoption prior to Roe versus Wade. So another very interesting sounding nonfiction that I need to get to. And the last one that I really need to read is The Smell of Other People's Houses by Bonnie Sue Hitchcock, and this was in my family reading crate that I bought, and I want to read it because I just bought this book. It's a fresh new book. I spent good money on it and I need to read it, but I have pushed it to the side in favor of books that I don't own. That is 9 of my own books that let's see, I'm not going to get them all read. And there are going to be some that I just don't read before this challenge is up, because realistically I'm not going to challenge myself to read all of these books before I can buy or get another one from the library. That's not going to happen. I know myself, but I am challenging myself to spend this whole next month not buying any more books and not getting any more from the library until I read some of my own. So for the next month, after I read The Heart-Shaped Box, which is a library book, I'm only going to get books off my own shelf, and I'm only going to have those available to me to read because I need to make a dent in some of these books that I own. Please wish me some luck. I hope I'm going to do this. I need to get it done. It's something that will make me feel better, and these are books that I really actually want to read. Have you ever challenged yourself to do anything like this before? Do you feel like maybe you have a problem with prioritizing books that aren't yours? I feel like there's good reasons to do that. You know, you have you feel compelled to prioritize, say, your library books or books you've borrowed, because you know you have them for a certain amount of time and then you have to give them back, and then it just kind of becomes a problem because every time I go to the library personally, I can't hold myself back and I get a whole stack that's going to keep me busy for an entire month, and I have no time for a book of my own. But is this a problem for you? Have you ever run into a problem like this? Do you need to read more of your own books before you buy any more? I do. And if you do too, then let me know and maybe we can support each other in that. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And I'll see you all again soon.